Hey everyone, Chris Chestnut here, and I've been noticing a lot lately that shiny, reflective objects are really popular today in Cinema 4D renders. So I think today's topic is a really good topic, which is going to be about the Real Fresnel plugin. It's been in Cinema 4D for a long time. It's been in the goodies disk. It's still available in the R12 goodies disk. You can see it right here in the R12's goodies disk. If you go here in plugins, and it's right here, Real Fresnel. You can also find it on the developer's website on bobtronic.com. I'll leave a link in the tutorial description. And if you go to the plugins page on this website, you'll see the Real Fresnel plugin here as well. And it's a free plugin. And to install this plugin is the same as any other plugin, where basically you just go into your Cinema 4D installation, and then in the plugins directory, oh look, I already have it, but basically you just take it and you copy it in. Okay, so now that it's in there, let's start up Cinema 4D and I'll show you what this plugin's all about. Okay, so let me just make a quick scene real quickly. That was redundant. And I'll make just a quick HDRI preset on here. Let's go to HDRI and I'll pick anything here. Let me put this on my sky object. Oh, and go to my output here, and just to make this big, okay, now to make a reflective object for my sphere here, I'm just going to turn off the color, turn off specular, and turn on reflection. Let's turn this on, or put it on my sphere. And let's just zoom in on my sphere here. Okay, so this is with just reflections on, nothing else on my sphere. And here is the regular Fresnel, the default Fresnel in Cinema 4D. You'll see Grayscale Gorilla is really fond of just throwing this on all his reflective objects these days. And here's what it looks like. Since there's no color, we'll see that the polygons that are facing us in the camera, those are black, and then as we go to the edge where the polygons are perpendicular, it gets more and more reflective in this gradient fashion. We can choose to add a bump, and there's a couple settings in here, so we can choose, you know, to have front only or back only, whatnot, but front to back is usually what we want to use, and we can control this gradient too if we want. Okay, so let's do a quick render of that in the picture viewer. And now let's change this from the regular Fresnel to the Real Fresnel, which you can find here at the bottom of your texture pull down menu thing right here, Real Fresnel. And we'll see if we go in here that we only have two options here, which is IOR, which stands for the Index of Refraction. This basically creates a black and white gradient based off the index of refraction, and we have it invert if we want to, you know, turn it from white to black instead of black to white. And this index of refraction, I can't really explain this one to you. It's better if you just go to Wikipedia and try to figure it out yourself. There's all kinds of math in here. You can also Google for index of refraction, and I'll put up this link also in the description, but this gives you values of some common objects here. So we see that we have like ice here and air. We also have water, which is 1.33. So it's looking like this one at 1.66. This should be good for like glass type objects, but let's check this out at 1.33 for water. And let's just do a quick render of that. Okay, so let's compare these two renders. Here was the regular Fresnel, and here is the Real Fresnel. We'll set this to our A, and we'll set this to B. And I'll set this to horizontal so we can check out the difference, which is quite a bit of difference. And so the Real Fresnel is supposed to be more physically real world accurate than the standard Fresnel. For some of you, this might replace the standard Fresnel that's in Cinema 4D. But in my own opinion, I look at the Real Fresnel as just another tool in your toolbox. I like to use both actually in my workflow. I'm a big subscriber to the philosophy that who cares if it's more technically accurate or realistic, just go for whatever looks good. Just to give you guys an example, last year I had a client who wanted some shiny text, and I gave him two samples, one where I was using the Real Fresnel and a second sample where I was just using the standard Fresnel. And he actually liked the standard Fresnel better than the Real Fresnel, even though the Real Fresnel was supposed to be more technically accurate. So, it doesn't mean that it's always going to look better. So my suggestion is to use the Real Fresnel plugin as another tool in your toolbox for making really cool, shiny, reflective objects. I hope this helps you guys make cool, shiny, reflective objects in your projects. And stay tuned because I should be having more tutorials in the near future. This has been Chris Chestnut signing out. Peace.